Welcome back. Right now, we are going to talk about National Fire Safety Month, which is this month. What can you do in your home to make sure that you are safe, prepared, and can prevent fires? Well, I recently spoke with Home Depot all about this. Let's take a look.
October is National Fire Prevention Month, and now is the perfect time to make sure you're doing all you can to keep your home and loved ones safe. From smoke alarms to fire extinguishers to an escape plan, there are steps you can take right now to reduce the risk of a fire. Home improvement expert Dave White and fire safety merchant Alex Fort are here from Home Depot to join us to talk about fire safety tips and the latest equipment for your home. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Alex, let's start with you. What are some of the most common causes of home fires in the U.S.?
Yes, great question. There's actually several common causes of home fires. Some are very obvious, like cooking or an open flame from a candle. But other dangers that might not be so obvious are space heaters. As we move into the winter months, making sure that you're using that space heater appropriately is critically important to keeping your whole family safe. There's also things like emptying the lint from your dryer to make sure that that buildup does not create a potential hazard as well. Critically important. And then again, as we move into the winter months and get closer to the holiday season, we want to make sure that all of our devices that we're plugging in, all of that great, fantastic holiday decor, we're not overloading outlets. And so proper use of surge protectors and extension cords is critical to making sure that we're not creating a short circuit or overloading an outlet and keeping our entire family safe. And then as well, as always, we want to make sure that we're keeping lighters and matches put away in a cabinet or a drawer and out of reach away from children to make sure that there's no accidents.
Alex, what safety equipment should be in everyone's home right now, and what's a good guideline when it comes to replacing them?
So surprisingly, only 30% of the homes in the United States are protected up to NFPA standards, which means there's a huge gap on what people have in their homes. And it's really about the system of devices. It's not just about a single device. So with smoke detectors, we recommend on every single floor, in bedrooms, in your kitchen, and outside of living areas. Critically important to make sure that regardless of where you are in the home, there's a working alarm that's going to help you understand any potential danger that might arise. And we have great new products available from Kidde that have this built-in 10-year lithium-ion battery, so we can eliminate those late-night battery chirps that everyone loves.
Yeah, and most people don't realize this, is that the smoke detectors really only have about a 10-year lifespan. So instead of just replacing those batteries every year, after 10 years, you really should be replacing the entire unit. And that's the cool thing about what Kidde has brought to us, is that it's got the sealed lithium battery. You'll never have to worry about it. Again, those crazy late night chirps. It will notify you after the 10 years is up that you will need to replace the unit. But also we want to be concerned about carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide is extremely dangerous. It's a poisonous gas. It's colorless and odorless, which is what makes it so dangerous, is you can't see or smell it, which makes it even more important that you have working carbon monoxide alarms throughout your home, ideally one on every single floor at minimum. And we have options available like this plug-in carbon monoxide alarm from Kidde that has a built-in explosive gas sensor. So carbon monoxide comes from any exhaust from a fuel-burning appliance. And so if there's a leak in that ventilation, or should there be a gas leak potentially from a furnace or your water heater, you need to be able to understand that that danger is within your home, or potential danger is within your home, and have the system of devices enabled to be able to detect that danger and get your family out safe. Critically important. But we've got combination alarms too, right, Dave?
Yeah, so if you're going to replace the current smoke alarms, let's say in your home, you might want to consider the combination carbon monoxide and smoke detector, so that you're protecting against all at the same time. And again, we've got the same 10-year worry-free version that Kidde makes as well.
And then fire extinguishers can often be overlooked, but in the event of an emergency, you need to have the ability to get your family out safely. And often that requires creating a path of egress to get your family out. And so having fire extinguishers on every single floor, critical to allow you to get everybody out safely. And we try and make it easy for customers at the Home Depot by having location-based extinguishers. So regardless of the type of fire, whether it be from a grease fire, from an electrically charged fire, or from just wood or paper, we have kitchen fire extinguishers that can help you with grease. We've got full home fire extinguishers that can help put out any type of fire that might come up. But again, it's about having an extinguisher on every floor of your home, so that should that emergency come up, you need to know where it is and how to use it so that you can get your family out safe.
Dave, can you show us the right way to use a fire extinguisher?
Yeah, and actually it's pretty simple. And you want to kind of walk through this with everybody in the family, just so you know before you actually have to use it. But just remember the word pass, P-A-S-S. So P is for pull. There's a safety pin at the top. You got to pull the pin out. Then A is for aim, aim at the base of the fire. S is for squeeze, squeeze the trigger or the handle to deploy the fire extinguisher. And then the other S is for sweep, side to side. So P-A-S-S. So you pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the trigger, and then sweep side to side. It's pretty simple.
Alex, how important is it for families to have an escape plan before a fire breaks out?
Having an escape plan is extremely critical because on average, families have less than 2 minutes to get out of the home safely. And so the time to plan is not when the emergency occurs, it's beforehand. And so making sure that you're walking your family through how to get out of the house safely. Where is your meeting point so that you can get all of your young children and all of your elderly loved ones out of the home and get a quick head count? Critically important to making sure that you're able to keep everyone safe. And you want to practice that escape plan at least twice a year. And it's also a great opportunity to check the gauge on your fire extinguishers, like Dave mentioned, and also making sure that all of your alarms are working and functioning appropriately and have batteries inside of them so that we don't have any issues when a potential emergency arises. But again, practicing that escape plan, critically important to making sure we're able to get everyone out of the house safely.
And where can we find more information?
Well, certainly come on into one of our stores. Our associates would love to help you out, or go online to homedepot.com/fire safety event through the month of October. And actually, we've got some sale prices on some of the things that we talked about today and more, just to make it even easier to keep your home and family safe.
And what's really special about this year's event is Kidda's Cause for Alarm campaign. So now through the end of October, whenever you come and visit us in store or online, every unit that we sell, we're going to help donate $1 towards providing alarms for underprivileged communities. So now not only are we able to take care of the customers that we serve every single day, but we want to take care of the rest of the community as well, because it's critical to making sure that we're keeping everyone safe.
Will do. Well, thank you so much, Dave White and Alex Ford, for joining us today. Really appreciate this important information during this important fire safety discussion during National Fire Prevention Month. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.